Good morning, everybody. It's your first time here. I'm LT. Ruined my life a little bit, a couple times with addiction. Early 2000 meth. Late in my 30s, became an alcoholic. Son was in a crazy, severe accident. Threw me over the edge. Tried to drink myself to death, basically. Got sick and tired of being sick and tired. Checked into a rehab. Started this a couple years ago. Now it's blossoming into things that I never imagined. And it's because I listened to guys like David Goggins and the guy that wrote the book Relentless and the book, Staying 75 Strong, educating myself on the constantly educating myself. And I don't sit and consume all these books through Audible or reading them or these podcasts. I don't just sit and consume them and gain a bunch of head knowledge that I can spit to people and say big words so that you think, wow, you definitely know a lot. Because you can consume all you want, but if you don't put it into action and take that step, the step of figuring it out, getting on a bike and actually trying to ride it when you don't know how, trying to learn how to write in cursive if you don't know how, learn everything you want. You can put all kinds of knowledge and wisdom in your head, but if it doesn't flow back out in action and trial and error and failure, I ain't gonna do you no dang good. You're just gonna look like an idiot. Look like a freaking idiot at the end of the day. And I don't want to look like an idiot. I don't want to be an idiot. I want to be smart. I want to be successful. But in order to be smart and successful, you got to feel dumb and take risks that could cause failure and make it feel like that's what you're going to look like. It's tough. Good morning, Geish. Good, enlightened, fluffy. Hello and good morning from California. Good morning. How are you today? Today is day 40 of my 75 strong challenge. Freaking day 40, man. Freaking 40. I just Rick and Morty freaking 40. All is well in California. Yay. Good to hear. Man, today's a tough one. It's awesome when there's, for me, I love it when there's like nothing on my schedule and I get to go throughout my day hitting the structure, the habits, the little things that I've set up to further my goals, right? This, what you see in front of you, this live stream. Boom, right on 7 o'clock, here I am. Today's off to a great start. Yesterday, same thing. Same thing was happening. But at the end of the day, my body's used to working out at 6 o'clock, Monday through Friday. My body's like, okay, it's time. But we were involved last night in a recovery expo, which is awesome. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you my day. We are one recovery here in Utah. And the cool thing about it is there's a couple, this whole anonymous thing, I'm telling you, recover out loud. Anonymous was awesome for what it was when it was. But things change and things evolve. And I think if we're not growing and evolving in the same manner in our recovery, for example, if you hear me saying the exact same stuff that I'm saying right now and doing exactly the same thing I am a year from now, I've done something wrong. I should be growing. If you saw my first live stream a year ago even, right now should look like growth. Mentally, physically, everything about what I do should be leveled up. And I think recovery is the same way with anonymity. And yesterday, we went to a recovery expo. We had a booth there. Recovering addicts starting to, make a little name for itself out here locally by the grace of God. People are starting to notice who we are. We got a grant from the state. People are coming to our groups. People are staying clean and sober. It's freaking amazing. There's one right now. Freaking Julian. Proud of this dude. Good morning, brother. And so yesterday, this recovery expo was put on by a group called We Are One Recovery. And they bring a couple of local Utah celebrities, right? There's obviously fame and there's, local fame. And these guys are local famous, right? They're the news guys from a couple of the stations down in Salt Lake City. one of the guys' names is Big Buddha. That's his, his screen name. Big Buddha was a 400-pound dude, Samoan guy. And he was the guy that would do the news, and he'd go around to local businesses and local schools, local events, local everything. The first thing in the morning, super early in the morning, he was those breaks of comic relief, those breaks of from hard news to light news, and in and out, right? So everybody loves Big Buddha. Everybody in Utah loves Big Buddha. We all grew up with Big Buddha. Been around for as long as I can remember, Fox 13 News. And he was there last night. And another guy, Casey Scott, KSL News. He has, I don't know his full exact details of his story, but he was a news guy, right? Got a DUI, was super alcoholic behind the scenes, and then started a recovery project, the Recovery Project. Big old podcast out here for recovery. And they were both there last night telling their stories, and, Casey's been involved. This is the first year I saw Big Buddha there. Big Buddha tells a story, and it's pretty crazy because the people you see on the screen are not who they are at home. Big Buddha was the guy that went around to all the local businesses, all the local schools and charity, everything, right? With a big smiling face, happy-go-lucky, telling jokes, being funny. And man, he told his story, and he says it's impossible for somebody to be like that all the time. And that's who you saw on TV. But when he went home, he was masking it. And out here in Utah, there's a religion, LDS religion, that holds people to a standard that's unachievable. And they don't really realize that this is going on, at first. But their peers are faking it just as much as they are faking it. But everybody's trying to act as if they got it all together 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's your typical religion. Right? And there's spirituality, and then there's religion. And religion puts pressure on you that is unattainable and unachievable. And so, as human failure nature that we have, we try to hide it and mask it in different ways. And because he was part of the LDS religion, he didn't lean on alcohol because that stunk, right? So, but he was popping lots of pills. You can hide a pill addiction pretty well. And so he was doing that, and it ran its course. Years and years and years on the news, trying to be the happy Big Buddha. 400 pounds, super overweight. He ended up out in Wendover trying to kill himself. And wow, great, inspiring story. It was really cool to, get a peek of the guy behind the curtain, because he was real. He was himself, like Leroy, that's his name. And you got to see that guy. And I love that. I love that about a recovery, because once people are in recovery, they've decided they don't give a crap about what other people think about them. Like me or don't. This is who I am, and this is who I'm gonna be. Because when I try to be these other things that these religious establishments place on my head, these things my parents or society have placed on my head, or what I need to do to go to college, and that whole stigma of like, you got to achieve these things, and this is who I've got to be to the outside world because that's who they expect me to be, but really that's not who I am. Once that layer is shed, life is amazing. And when you get into recovery, you got people who desire to quit, the newcomer. You got people who are in recovery and out of recovery. They're still playing a piece of the fake game. But when you get that 80-20 rule, you get that 20%, right, of people who are actually in recovery. And as soon as you meet them, it's me, take it or leave it. Those are the people that are going to succeed. And those are the people who aren't afraid to fail. We all are afraid to fail, but at least they're afraid to try, and then are willing to take the risk of failure in front of anybody and everybody or whatever, but then deal with it, right? Dropping our egos and learning new things and becoming better at life for ourselves. I am who I am. If you don't like it, nothing I ain't going to do about it. Nothing that's going to make me want to change so that you do like me. That's just on, I don't care. It's all good. Whatever. So if you got 1 foot in recovery, 1 foot out of recovery, you want to be in recovery, but you still kind of got an eye on things over here. People, places, things that you're maybe trying to control, or people, places, things you still want in your life because you ain't got the guts to completely cut it out. If you are still dabbling with justifying why it's okay to take a prescription because, whatever the justifications are, instead of just trying to just be in recovery, be abstinence from drugs and alcohol. We don't need any of them. As I sit here and suck on a vape, right? It's tough, man. It's tough. Yeah, no freedom when you worry about everyone else is thinking. Zero freedom. Take it or leave it. I didn't choose to be born in this body, this time, this decade. I didn't choose my parents. I didn't choose to be, personally me, I didn't choose to be 5'7" and bald. But guess what? That's the body I landed in. And I can't change it. This is the personality and gifts I was born with. And I can't change that. But I can capitalize on it. I can embrace it. And I can be who I am because that's who I am. And so if I got to accept who I am, well, damn it, you can too. So quit putting pressure on me. Or am I allowing perceived pressure? Because at the end of the day, when two people walk in a room, that person's wondering what that person's thinking about them. But the other person's doing the same thing. So really, neither one of you are thinking about each other. You're just thinking about yourselves. What is that person thinking about me? And everybody walks in the room like that. Oh my God, what is everybody thinking about me? Me. What do I look like? How do I feel? And everybody's doing the same dang thing. Really, nobody's really thinking about anybody. We're just like scared. We're just afraid. We're just walking around all scared all day. But not no more. Because we're in recovery. We're owning life now. We're taking responsibility for our action. Yesterday was tough. Got up, had to get everything prepared, and our local nonprofit's growing, y'all. Praise God. Thank you so much for all your guys' support and helping watch all this happen. And so we're at this recovery expo from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock all night. I'm still trying to keep the diet clean. They got street tacos, which street tacos aren't bad for your diet, honestly, man. It's fresh chicken, fresh beef, a couple of little corn tortillas. You keep it small. Good carbs, good fats. Actually, there's not much fat in there at all. You're using pico de gallo, great, vegetables, green sauce, not much fat, but whatever oil they cook the meat on, when they're frying it up, is probably about the fat you're going to get and whatever's in the steak. And I guess the corn tortilla, it's fried in some fat too, but not much. You got some good carbs, good protein. So street tacos, 2 thumbs up. So I ate some of those, but we didn't get home till late last night, and I captured a bunch of footage. So I was busy with my hands and networking and talking to people, so I didn't get to shoot a bunch of video like I would on my normal routine days. And so I just had these mediocre shots of things, and had to come home and edit. Got done editing, and it's 11 o'clock last night, or it was like 10:20ish last night, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't even done my second workout for the day. And Flace, she was a trooper. She got home, she put her workout shoes on, went straight to our little gym we got here in our little complex, did her little elliptical thing, came back, and I wanted to get this video done because it's just, it's a pain. And so I want a bike ride. I just did it. I just freaking did it. I didn't want to. My mind was like, come on, man, you're doing good. You've been killing it, but I had to do it. And I didn't realize that the habit building I'm doing is exactly what the other guys are doing. All this information's like working because I'm absorbing it, I'm taking it in, and then I'm putting it into action. And I'm on my bike ride last night in the middle, like dark, right? It's dark outside. I put a little light on my bike. I put on Linky's reflector coat that didn't fit that well. When I got back, my hands were numb. It was cutting off the circulation to my hands. But David Goggins says when you get out there and you start doing those things and you make it become a habit, you realize that the things you said you were going to do are going to haunt you if you don't do them. And that's kind of how I felt last night. I'm like, I'm going to get through this whole 75-day challenge, and I'm going to have awesome results. I'm going to have awesome new habits, but I'm going to think back to day 39 and be like, you did miss that one day. And that will nag me. And I'm like, you know what? Screw that. I do not want that nagging feeling. I do not want that one little but. I did it all but. And so I was like, F it. And you don't feel like it. Your body doesn't feel like it. But man, there's something about 10 minutes into those things that you don't want to do. All of a sudden you get a little burst of energy. You get a little burst of attaboy in you, you know, and it starts feeling good. Your blood starts pumping again. And I didn't do anything crazy. I didn't go out there and try to, you know, do a mile in a couple minutes. I went out there and I just got my heart rate to a nice little steady. I think my average speed, because I was riding on pretty flat ground, was about 10 miles an hour. I went close, 400, and I went 4 miles and something, you know, a nice big loop around our neighborhood and stuff. And it works, y'all. Do it. Make yourself. You got to do it. You got to do it every day. Remember, we started off this whole challenge. It says the positive habits in life need to be routine and automized. They must be turned into regular and reliable habits so they lose complexity and gain predictability and simplicity. And I keep saying this to myself every day that I'm on this journey. And I'm starting to notice as the predictability begins and is sustained through this last 40 days, like every morning when I get up, there's a spoon on my desk. Every morning from the night before. Because I usually, some of y'all are going to think this is gross, but whatever. After I'm done eating, I throw my dish on the ground and I let the dogs lick it out. And then my spoon is sitting here. So every morning I've gotten up, there's a spoon on my desk. I'm like, whoa, predictability. There's that spoon. Because the night before was the same routine as before. And it's not a mundane, monotonous, like, oh my God, this sucks routine either. It's a life building, habit building, joy building, confidence building journey. And find one for yourself and make it happen. And if you're teetering half in, half out, that's all it's ever going to be. That constant emotion you feel teetering in and out, halfway here, halfway there. That's all you can expect. Like that's your future. That's it. You either make the plunge, you grow a pair, you make the plunge, and you decide, okay, if I fail, I fail, and I'll get up and try again. And enjoy that adventure because it's an adventure. Or you stay miserable doing exactly what you're doing. Or you come halfway in, halfway out. You see the light, you see what's good over here in recovery, but then you just keep like, dabbling over here. And that's all you can expect for your future. That's it. It's not going to miraculously just get better. Like when we think, an addiction, one day I'm going to quit, but if I keep using, someday this is going to get better. I have a cavity on my tooth. It's going to heal. No, you got to go to the damn dentist. Cavities don't heal. It's the same with life. Why stop at great when you can be unstoppable? Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. The only thing that's going to stop me and Fleece now at this point is the inevitable. What's the guy that carries the thing, the black? The killer, the Reaper? Yeah. And the only thing that's going to stop us is the damn Grim Reaper. Yeah. Heck yeah. Jamie says, yeah, no freedom when you worry about what others are thinking. Fleece says, really? We're all thinking about food. That's the damn truth. Yeah, food's a huge thing, man. We're addicted to food. Like, addicted. Like, to the point where if you don't eat it, you die. Like, for reals. That's a different type of addiction. But there's a healthy way to do it, right? There's healthy ways to think about it. I've noticed that when I started on this diet that, you switch over to the protein bars and it's like, nah, this ain't real candy. But now we've, through exploring, we found a few that are just freaking damn. That's delicious. I've been eating these Quest bars. They're pretty big ones. And if I'm hungry, that's the one I'll go to, right? Big giant ones. Got some peanuts in it and stuff. Like 380 calories, a lot of protein, no sugar. Man, I feel like I'm eating a damn candy bar. It's good. Jamie's like, yep. Good morning, you, Jade. Fleece said she didn't want to either, but she did, and I'm proud of you, honey bunny. You did a good job. It's one thing. And then you see others doing it too, and you level up their life just because you see your life. You see them leveling up their life, and you're like, damn, they just did it. I better do it too. And so I was another little bit of motivation, just watching Fleece go do what she did. It was freaking amazing. I'm definitely addicted to food. Heck yeah, brother. Natural Valley bars. Are those green ones? Man, I saw the funniest TikTok. about natural value. I wish I could find it real quick, but man, this guy like takes a little, those you get the ones you get in the tubes in the green wrapper. He like takes a bite, just a little corner bite, and the next shot is down, and it's like just crumbs just spill everywhere. You can find it. Oh, did you show that to me? Yeah, that was a funny one. Let's look at judges for today. Come out of isolation. Get your ass out of isolation. Page 146. We find ourselves doing and enjoying things that we never thought we would be doing. That's a fact. Active addiction keeps us isolated for many reasons. In the beginning, we avoided family and friends so they wouldn't find out we were using. Do I stink? Some of us avoided all non-addicts. Like, I hate those normies, right? Fearing moral backlash. That's what I was talking about Big Buddha and his story. Fearing moral backlash and legal repercussions. We belittled people who had normal lives with families and hobbies. Man, they're not cool. Believing that we would never enjoy simple pleasures. Simple pleasures, that's lame. You gotta live a little. Eventually, we even avoided other addicts. We're like, you know what? If I bring my friend over, he's going to want to smoke some of this weed. He's going to want to hit this pizzle. And I need all these drugs for myself, right? Because we don't want to share our drugs. I don't want to share my alcohol. I got a 30-pack of beer, and there's 30 for me and none for you. You bring your own damn beer if you want to hang out. Oh, there it is. All right, let's see if we can get this to play. Here's Geesh right here. One more time, Geesh. Here's you. Natural Valley's good. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, man. You remember that? You go from having fun partying, and then it's like, I got to avoid normal people because I party harder than I don't even want them to see. And then you're like, I don't even want to hang out with addicts because they're either going to drink or use my stuff. And I like getting way drunker than even the addicts do. I like to use more than they do. So I'm going to stay by myself because nobody goes as deep as dark as I do. Our lives narrow, right? And our concerns were confined to the daily maintenance of our disease, of our addiction, of our habit. Our lives narrowed and our concerns were confined to the daily maintenance. Daily maintenance. So when you're that far into addiction and anything in life, you have to maintain. What does maintain mean? Keep your car running, you got to change the oil. You got to check the lug nuts. You got to make sure the wipers wipe the water. Maintain it. Your house, the same stuff. With your life and addiction, how do you maintain alcohol use? Waking up hungover. Making sure you get to the liquor store on time. You got your little habits and routines, and where do you get the weed, and when do you got to buy what? All the maintenance and the pipes and the cleaning and the lighter fuel and maintenance. We can maintain, man, and then that's a whole switch the energy from maintaining that to maintaining positive habits. Because why does that seem easier? It seems easier because our bodies are so addicted to the substance that it overrides our laziness because we're like, we need it, right? If we felt the need for a positive, better change in life, for a better fit body, for healthier lungs, for healthier mindset, if that had this draw on us the same way that drugs did, it would be easy, but it doesn't. You have to find that reward by doing the hard stuff first. And then the reward. Drugs are the opposite. You do the drugs, you get the instant reward, and then the hard stuff comes later because then you look back and go, holy crap, my life's a mess now. Now look at all this maintenance I got to put into getting high, drinking. When, that's a trip, isn't it? Drugs is that instant gratification with all the pain. Hard work and exercise, the reward comes later. It's not an instant gratification, so you never understand it. And if you never went for it and tried to achieve it, you'll never know. That's for damn show. Today, our lives are much fuller. We enjoy activities with other recovering addicts. We have time for our families. And we've discovered many other pursuits that give us pleasure. What a change from the past. We can live a life just as fully as the normal people who we once scorned. Enjoyment has returned to our lives, a gift of recovery. Just for today, I can find pleasure in simple routines of daily living. Automated, awesome routines. The positive habits in life need to be routine and automized. They must be turned into regular, reliable habits so they lose complexity and gain predictability and simplicity. Beautiful. How are our 30-day... What's up, Rollo? How you doing, brother? Not the crunchy ones, he said. Dang it. We did that all for funny. For funny. YouTube video. I can't click on that link through my StreamYard. The protein peanut butter ones. And the Gala apple. Oh, Gala apples. Yeah, I always needed it for myself. Nice. Very nice. All right, I'm going to screen share real quick, like our 30-day challengers. Our 30-day challengers. How's this treating everybody? Is anybody starting to experience any of the stuff I'm trying to say today? Anything? Here's that video of me last night.
It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm on my 75-day hard challenge. I've told myself that I will do 2 workouts a day. Callous your mind. Do the stuff you don't want to do. Stick to your commitments. We had a long day today because we went to a recovery expo. Got back late. I still had to edit my video. And now here I am. Out here riding my bike. 11 o'clock at night. Wind's blowing. Storm's rolling in. But you know what? When I get home, the reward and satisfaction of me actually completing this is going to be completely worth it. Learn to train your mind the way you train your body. You think I wanted to come out here? Absolutely not. Everything in my body was telling me, everything in my mind was telling me, go to bed, you'll be fine, you're doing good, you're ahead of schedule with your diet. But no, I'm listening to David Goggins. I'm motivated. I'm out here and I feel good already. And I'm halfway through this ride. I just want you to see this, that I can do it. You can do it. So keep going. Train your mind. Level up your recovery. Learn to stay sober because you have the power inside this thing. You are strong. I've proven that I'm strong, and I didn't know that, and I'm liking who I'm becoming. All right, love you guys.
I mean that too. And I was listening to him. So I'm going through David Goggins' books. I was listening to him at that moment. That's where all that callous your mind stuff's coming from. And he's like, in his book yesterday, when I was listening to it on the way up the mountain in the morning, it was talking about that's your mind, your brain. This is yours to do with what you want. You have the ability to control this mind. You have the ability to input it with good education, good habits, and then produce the action. And your mind is what's going to make you do all these things. And you have control over that. And a lot of people don't. They let their autopilot mind control their lives, and it stems from the desires and lusts and wants that the body wants, the easy way, like water. Be like water in a sense that water always finds the easiest path. Oh, sugar is easy to eat. McDonald's, it's easy just to kind of go through life. Oh, I need this. Oh, I better do that. I'm tired. Instead of taking your mind going, listen, body, I'm in control here. I'm going to control what we put in our ears and our eyes. I'm going to control what we do on a daily basis. And the only thing that's going to stop me is if my leg falls off. And we have that control over our minds. We have that control over our bodies. Until you can start to grasp that. And that's what these challenge and habit building challenges do for us. They show us little victories. Last night, that was a little victory, a little reward for Felice and I. Like, yeah, guess what? I can do it. When my body says no, I say yes. And then now today, another whole new day. We got some sleep, enough. We got enough to get through today. We're going to say, well, get out of here. You ain't going to bother me with that. I'm strong. I'm powerful. I got cookies in my cookie jar that I can pull out to prove that I'm in control of this body. And I don't mean in control like God's not sovereign, because God is. The world revolves on his command. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the abilities he gave us. Ziggy. How many miles did you go, bro? Dang, 7 miles. Look, he rides all the way from downtown, past downtown, because town's here, really. And then, oh, you guys can't see that. Let me fix this. Let me fix this better. Boom. So here's like downtown, right? He goes past through town, all the way to the canyon by the mountain. These are all the mountains over here, past a beautiful golf course. That's a beautiful ride. See all this green right here that he goes through? That's a beautiful trail. 7 miles. Good job, bro. 40 minutes. Perfect. Gratitude. Gratitude. Love it. Still rocking the book Driven. That's a good book. Savage Freedom. She's doing it. Oh, look at this. Snap. There's those awesome stickers she made. So cool. Thank you so much, Steffi. That's a cool freaking collage, too. Look at they're all hanging from little strings. Everybody comes to a point in their life where they want to quit. But it is what you do at that moment that determines who you are. Yes. David Goggins. Man. That's funny, man. I dismissed him a little bit. I wrote him off. I'm like, David Goggins, whatever. Boy, I jumped into his stuff, and the dude is seriously amazing. The victories. I took a note last night of something he said, too. Let me pull it up so I don't slaughter it. Victory is bringing your best when you feel at your worst. Victory is bringing your best when you feel at your worst. What's this? Jesus asked, do you want to get well? Good question. Do you want to? Geesh? He's running so damn fast, it's just blurry. Look how fast Geesh is running. Or riding his bike, one of the two. That's Barry Allen speed. Ah, sick. Oh, we saw that picture. Are we behind? Oh, here we go. Look at the happy dog. Look how freaking happy dogs are on walks. They love that. Freaking love it. Heck yes. Love it. Damn, look at all the steps, man. Geesh walks around the planet a day. That's insane. Jen Ray? Awesome. Old fashioned, old school gratitude list. Look at that. It gives my hand a cramp just looking at it. Good job. Beautiful. Jen Ray, beautiful. Pumped. I'm gonna dance for this one. The First Science. What's this book? Unlocking the Mysteries of the World's Oldest Symbols. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, the books we read doesn't have to be like motivational. It could be something historical. It could be something nonfiction that's just gonna like educate you in a sense and make you learn new things. Have your mind think about other stuff. What's up, brother? We all did, but good job. I'm proud of every one of you. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people left. 6 people left. Do you know what that is? That's about 20% of the people that started the challenge. And there we go. And seeing the 80-20 rule yet again. 20 people have made it to day 20. Or 20% of the people that started this 30-day challenge in the Recovering Addict Discord made it to day 20. Wow. 10 more days, y'all. 10 more. I'm on day 40. Felice and I, Aubrey, day 40. And today, we're going to seize it. Rollo, I'll catch up with you on the next one, brother. I want to keep today's live stream a little short. Back to my 30-minute thing. Because I got stuff I got to take care of and catch up on. I'm proud of you guys, man. I'm proud of all y'all. So take today, seize today, a day of new grace and new mercy. Yesterday's gone. It's fine. It's over with. What can you do better? So I will be back every morning. Tomorrow morning. That's what I wanted to talk about. So tomorrow morning, we are going to help another nonprofit clear out a wetland. So my live stream will not be at 7 a.m. because we got to be there at 6 a.m. running weed eaters, cleaning grass. And so I will definitely pop on live so I can stick to that commitment. but I don't know when, and I don't know how that's going to look tomorrow. But it'll happen. It'll probably be out in the freaking, if there's even service. I don't even know if I'm going to have phone service where we're going, but we got to get there early. And we're taking care of some wetlands with another nonprofit, doing some service work, getting out of our comfort zone, doing things we don't want to do, but being a part of the community in a way that's very beneficial, part of other people's lives that's very beneficial. Who wants to get up on a Saturday morning, go out there with a weed eater and clear out wetlands at a bird refuge? Not many, but we're going to go do it because it's good. Those are things you don't want to do that are good for your soul, that are good for your relationships, that are good for your life, that we're going to make ourselves do. We're going to look back and we're going to appreciate that we did that. And so that's what we're doing tomorrow. So our live stream tomorrow is going to be a little disrupted. It's not going to be what you see today. So tomorrow, that's what you can expect from me. Sunday nights, John Ventura is going to take over for us and all that good stuff. So till tomorrow, y'all, do not put yourself in a high-risk situation. Everybody flex, stay strong, work your program, and remember, we recover better together.